Here we are with Shmee150,
Hi.
a man who calls this car a Z06, and now there's motorcycles in the background.
I love that.
It's
What's this car called?
This is the Corvette Z06. Z06 with the Z07 package. This is the front. So Tim obviously has some very high horsepower cars, and you are a connoisseur of American performance cars too, which I respect.
Seemingly.
Seemingly.
But more from the Blue Oval.
Yes, GT. Oh, that's true. But I have a 350R. We're fellow Mustang owners.
That's true.
You have the Ford GT. This actually makes more power than your GT.
That's crazy, isn't
670 horsepower. So I spent a lot of time with this car. I absolutely love it. Tim has already gotten to drive it a bit today, but we're going to do a quick little review together, letting Shmee150 review my Z06. We're up in the mountains of Arizona outside Phoenix, and we're going to take a quick little drive down the mountain road, head back. I actually have a flight back home soon, so make it a quick one.
Am I sitting on the right side or the wrong side?
You're sitting on the driver's side. How about that? That's a compromise.
Okay,
the driver's side. All right.
All right. Here we go.
All righty.
Okay, so start. Yeah. I tell you what, there is a whole load of character just in that startup, isn't there? There's kind of, what can we do to make it sound really mega? I think it's quite fun how much this car offers in terms of what you can change, the settings you have, the different driving modes, configurability, but also from our drive today, and I don't think I spoke enough about this before, how much it's a really nice car to cruise with, to just drive on the highway with, like we were in Phoenix, Scottsdale. But then you come to a road like this, and you press the magic Z button. Yeah. That happens. You go into manual. That also happens. Burbles and crackles and does all sorts of fun stuff.
It genuinely sounds like a 458.
It does.
Like angrier.
Does this have a heated steering wheel?
It does have a heated steering wheel.
This has a heated steering wheel.
Heated steering wheel, heated seats, cooled seats, blind spot warning.
Hold up. Nearly 700 horsepower track car with a heated steering wheel.
Yeah, and wireless CarPlay.
Driving down here, I mean, this is a pretty chewed up, rough road.
Yeah.
This is bumpy. This is like those concrete slab lines everywhere. And it drives it well. It drives it really well. And I think it's very easy to get into something like this and just think, you know, it's just a Corvette with a whole load of power in it. But it's not, is it?
Yeah. I mean, genuinely, you being a Brit, what was your impression of Corvette growing up and getting into the car scene?
I mean, growing up, obviously, so we're talking a few generations ago, you know, C5, C6. In that era, it was always, I think we have a tendency, and it was perhaps justified back in the time to kind of turn our noses up a little bit to American sports cars, because they just weren't as good. Yeah, they weren't as good as European sports cars. I think the C7 was a big step ahead. The C7 looked great, really, really brought things forward. And you know, the Z06, ZR1, the Grand Sport, they made some amazing variations of the C7. C8 comes out, and it's like, wait a second, these need to be taken seriously. These are now like proper cars. Yep. These are like, on paper, even beating their European equivalents.
Absolutely.
You know, what you get with a regular base Stingray for $60,000 as it started, right? That was pretty famous. Like marketing.
Pretty impressive. Although I don't think it was impossible. It was never possible to find a $60,000 C8. They never existed. I'm sorry.
Even at like $80,000.
Yeah.
It's cheaper than any 911.
Correct.
With significantly more power and an NAVA. Like you're winning from the off.
Yeah.
Take this. You know, if you were lucky to purchase one of these at MSRP, which there are very few people who
very few people
been that fortunate. This is a car that offers ludicrous figures for the money.
I actually got this for under MSRP.
Under MSRP. Now you're just showing off. A C8 Z06 with Z07 package. Yes. For under sticker.
Yes. Which is
like the only person in the entire world
that is possible. That. Yeah. This is such a phenomenal car at MSRP.
Yeah. I mean, it's a phenomenal car, even a sensible premium.
Yeah.
The current prices are not sensible.
No.
The 150k plus over the top just doesn't make any sense at all.
At $200,000? I mean, if GM genuinely was like, this is going to be a $200,000 car, I think that was my upper threshold. I would have been like, okay, cool. I sell the R8. I'll spend 200 grand, buy this. Because this is better than my R8 in every single way.
It's really engaging. You know, you drive it, you can do that and go to the red light. You don't need to, right? I like all of the different sounds. I think it's very hard to make a car fun at road speeds in the mid-range. So cars that struggle with that, for example, the Pista, you need to be absolutely flooring with a Pista to really have the fun out of it. But the problem is if you floor it, you're going so fast that just can't. You just can't in the real world. Same with the Ford GT, actually.
Okay.
The Ford GT, you really have to be gunning it
Really?
to enjoy it. It feels floppy and dead at slow speeds. It doesn't make sense.
Like SF90 was like that for me. I'm like, this car is stupendously fast, but after that, you're just like, I'm kind of bored.
No, but I think the SF90, when you have the engine running, has some kind of characteristics like this. This kind of mid-range, mid-rev range playfulness to the sound that it makes, and that to me is a big part of the enjoyment of driving.
Yeah.
Because the SF90 is so fast.
It is.
Have you been foot flat in an SF90?
Oh yeah.
Yes. It's so fast that you can't do that. You can't do it.
You'll go to jail.
Anywhere. There's no environment other than the Autobahn where you can put your foot flat in the SF90 for more than half a second. Like half a second.
It is mind-blowingly fast.
And because of that, you don't try. You say from the outset, I can't drive 1,000 horsepower right now. There's nothing I can do with 1,000 horsepower. So you don't even try to do it. You just sit back and, bit fast. Sorry over that bump.
That's okay.
But it rides it well. It rides it nicely, and that's at the end of the day what
You're about to start road tripping an SF90, right?
big time.
Roof
I've
box.
just put a roof box on it, which may or may not be a good idea. But
It's probably the world's first SF90 with a roof box. So you've driven this a short amount of time. We've gone up some curvy stuff. Obviously, you haven't tracked it yet, but you have tracked the regular C8, spent time with it, all the ingredients. The big question is, do you think you would buy one yourself?
if you could get me one at MSRP right now,
Yeah?
I will throw the money at the dealer
Really?
straight away.
Dead serious.
Yeah, right now.
We can make that happen. Aha! You're gonna put your money where your mouth is?
No, I think I would.
Okay.
Genuinely, I'm very impressed. You know, I bought my GT500 out here. I had it here for a year and a half. I sent it over to the UK, where it will reside permanently in my collection back at home. But no, if you could get one of these now, if I could buy one of these, I haven't made any calls or anything.
Yeah.
I would do it.
Okay. All
I'd
right.
genuinely do it.
Let's try to get Shmee into a Corvette Z06.
I've been really, really impressed with this drive today.
That's a high.
And I think
that's
it's
high
a car
praise.
that I could use because I like to drive my cars a lot.
Yes.
Like track days, but also big miles. And to do big miles means you're traveling, means you're taking luggage with you. And there aren't that many cars that can do that well. You know, if you need to take cases for 2 or 3 weeks on the road,
Yeah.
you can't do it in most Ferraris
No.
or McLarens. You can take a small bag, you can go away for a week, no problem.
Yep.
But a week is not like a month.
Yeah.
You know, this current trip, I'm here for a month. 2 people with a month of luggage.
Yeah.
Like the GT Black series has done that really well for me, but could I do that in most of my cars?
No.
Not really.
The STO, you'd have to pack your credit card and buy everything everywhere you go.
Yeah, and throw it away.
Exactly, yeah.
It would just fit one soft bag each behind the seats, and that's basically
The
it.
dual personality of this car is really good. I had friends who were like, wait, you're going to drive it from California to Arizona? I was like, yeah, why not? I'm not worried about the miles. I mean, it is thirsty, though.
It's really
I've been
thirsty.
averaging like 12 mpg.
Like, I'm looking at 9.9 on the dashboard right now, and we're not even doing anything silly.
No, on the freeway in weather mode, because it was raining coming from LA out, and
Yeah.
weather mode is like the tamest. I'm being really gentle. It was averaging 18.
Oh, dear.
It won't do better than that. But we don't buy these cars to be fuel efficient, right?
No.
No, not at
So,
all.
we've got a wireless CarPlay and Android Auto and all of that.
Correct.
And these are the things that are a big deal. Keyboard access is limited because we're
That's
driving.
okay.
But these are the things that make ownership of these kind of cars actually completely more simple these days versus the past, because you now can just link it up, set it to wherever you want to go, job done. So, quick question, how complex is the launch in here?
I actually haven't launched it yet.
Oh, haven't you?
No.
Oh, I can't be the first person to launch your car. Is it
mean-
foot on brake and throttle? And... Yes, it's just that. Do I have to press a button?
I actually want to do it.
I mean, we're not going to go to like 100 miles an hour. We're
Launch control unavailable. I wonder why that is. Oh, I think it turned traction. Why is it still unavailable?
still unavailable. Is it because I'm in manual?
Is it because I'm not at 1,500 miles? No, let me go to sport.
Normal go. It's good fun.
It is good fun. It is absolutely good fun.
I've got to resist the temptation to absolutely hoon it. Because if I hoon it, you then end up with a great video of me getting busted in America.
Shmee150 gets arrested in my Z06. And we make the YouTuber panicking
While
face.
committing to buy one.
Yes, absolutely.
We kind of skipped off on that conversation. Off camera, we will have that
We'll have that discussion.
Yeah.
I'll call Chevy immediately. 1-800
And
call
it'll have
Chevy.
to be a 2024 with the soft close at the front.
So we both got to see the E-Ray, and the E-Ray as a 24 has a couple changes, new animations on the screen, but most importantly, forget the 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds, electric, whatever, it has a soft closed front trunk. And I was so jealous of that, because this one you gotta kind of like press down and...
Small details. This is the flagship of the American sports car, right? The people's sports car.
But yes, yep.
Yes, flagship for now. But ultimately, it's the fact that they make this. It's an aspirational car. It's a car that so many people look up to. You know, the Z06, the history of it with all of the different models, the previous generations.
Yeah.
I think adds to the car and to the experience of the car.
Yeah.
And I'm actually loving just driving it in the Z mode. Z mode.
Z mode. Oh
Z
yeah.
mode.
I gotta call it all weird things. You guys do weird things in the English language.
I like that.
The burbles? And yeah.
All those crazy noises that it makes.
And that's stock. So I've been offered aftermarket exhaust systems, high flow cats like you saw, Street Speed. He's got one, Mike. But like this already sounds so good. Does it need more? It could use more, but
I don't think you need it. So it does it like a PDK.
Yep.
If you do that, and then if you rev it up and drop the paddles back out. Have you done that?
Not yet. Not on mine.
You've done it on someone else's.
Yes.
It's a lot of fun.
They have actually. It's in the owner's manual. It's called Rapid Exit or something like that.
Rapid Exit.
Yeah.
Do it through the corner.
Take a right turn at speed. No, I've gotten to track this car, so check out the full review at Pit Race. Most of it's me giggling like a buffoon because it was that much fun.
It feels like that though. It's a car that will make you giggle.
Yes.
It's a car that really makes you giggle. There are cars that are really serious, you know, and when you drive them, they really immensely powerful, immensely fast on track, etc., but they don't necessarily make you smile so much.
Yep.
This feels like it's got a lot of character.
And that for me is the whole sports car thing. It's an emotional experience.
Yeah.
That's why I keep buying these high revving NA motors, because are there faster cars? Absolutely. Like a 720S is faster in a straight line than this for sure. Yeah. The E-Ray is actually faster, but I'm like, I want the high revving NA. Like I love the GT3, I love the R8 Huracan V10s. Something about that makes it more special.
And these things are coming to an end. We were talking earlier about how V10 engines, they're done now.
Yep.
But even NA V8s.
Oh yeah.
How many of those are on the market right now?
Nah, man, I was shocked they developed this.
Yeah, me too.
This is a brand new engine. I was expecting a Z06.
I thought they would take the 6.2 and just jazz it up a bit, and that would be that.
Throw turbos on it. Obviously, the E-Ray, the hybridization. I did not expect this, which is why when I got a ride-along way in 2021, before they launched it, I drove the R8 out there, got in this car. On the passenger seat, I was like, oh, this is a pretty special car. I want one. Yeah. And that is why we get 9 MPG, but it's worth it.
Yeah, what are we on now? That's probably... Oh, we're on 11.1.
Oh, it's going up.
Yeah, I'm driving gently, you know?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Grandpa driving.
All right, so I guess the conclusion of today's video is Shmee does like the Z06.
And we'll happily buy one if
we're going to find one from them. What color would you do? Do you know?
No, no idea.
You have no idea. No idea.
We'll see.
We'll have to make it happen. Well, hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video, letting a very famous British YouTuber drive my car on the wrong side of the road for him. But anyways,
I'm in America driving an American supercar. Feels good.
It's pretty fun getting to hang out both here and in the UK.
Absolutely.
Like, that's pretty awesome. I'm sure our paths will cross many more times. Hopefully Goodwood Festival of Speed. Fingers crossed. I've never done that before, so
it's one of the best.
It should be fun. Obviously, Shmee150 on all the different social medias. He did a video on this car too, which should be a lot of fun. Can you do the cheers?
Cheers.
Love it. I can't do that.
Why not? Try.
Cheers.
And on that bombshell, good night.
Goodbye.